Last week I talked about the New Japan Cup happening, and I gave some thoughts. I talked about the semifinals at the time. It was Kazuchika Okada, Tetsuya Naito, Shingo Takagi, and Zack Sabre Jr. In the semifinals. And
Which name does not belong?
And I remember saying, if it was me, I would give it to ZSJ, Zack Sabre Jr., because it is the New Japan Cup, because they don't always give it to like the top guys, and you could build like an interesting match or interesting story with it. Give it to Zack Sabre Jr. And the winner of the New Japan Cup was Zack Sabre Jr. So pretty happy about that.
Dan,
he defeated.
They just be stealing your ideas left and right. Gotta start writing for these companies, bro.
So he defeated Shingo Takagi, the Dragon. Naito did beat Okada, and then, of course, they fought in the finals, and then Zack Sabre Jr. beat him. So now Zack Sabre Jr. has a shot to go up against champ, being Kazuchika Okada, and hopefully, I mean, not hopefully, it's going to be a great match. Those are two phenomenal wrestlers, and is my thing screwed up, or is that just David's?
No, it's just David's.
Okay,
Yeah, it's just David's.
All right.
Nothing.
I didn't know he was still there. All right. So.
No, you didn't. It's fine.
Yeah. Good. So there's that. Another thing I want to mention is WrestleMania is happening this weekend. As a matter of fact, when this episode airs, WrestleMania would have already have happened. I forgot WrestleMania was happening. That's how interested, how invested a huge wrestling fan, am in WrestleMania. I didn't even know it was happening. So one thing I want to mention is Seth Rollins in particular. He's still doing the storyline thing. Like, he wants to be at Mania. Who's he going to fight? And Vince McMahon, in order to progress the storyline, he basically just said, "You're going to fight at WrestleMania." And Seth said, "Who am I going to fight?" And he said, "You'll find out at WrestleMania." So everybody's kind of being like, is it Cody? Is it Cody Rhodes? We know he's there. Is Cody finally going to show up and, return to WWE? We'll see. I feel like if he shows up, he should get a really good pop. WrestleMania crowds tend to have big wrestling fans, not like regular Raw and SmackDown shows where you kind of just have like people who are looking for something to do. So I don't know, if he does show up, I hope he gets a good pop. I mean, Cody deserves it, and on a big stage like WrestleMania, I'd love to see that. So there's that. Also, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kevin Owens. It ain't going to be a match. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say versus. It's just on his thing. I'm very much looking forward to see who's going to do that. Who's the king of the stunner? I'd like to see Owens win, which is not going to happen. But I'd like to see Owen have the torch passed to him. And the last bit of wrestling news, which I'm sure everyone's heard of. If you haven't, it's big. Triple H has officially retired from in-ring competition, which surprised me because I could have sworn this man retired a solid 2 to 3 years ago. So I was like, oh, now he's retired.
It's official.
Yeah, exactly. So I talked about it on the podcast way back where he had an issue. He had like a heart condition that ended up being pretty serious. He talked about it on SportsCenter. He was interviewed by Stephen A. Smith, good old Stephen A. Smith, and and Triple H, explained the whole, like, he had the thing with the heart. It was really bad, real serious, and obviously it's better going forward that he doesn't do any more in-ring stuff. He still has yet to do anything, as far as me and I guess people in general know, that he hasn't done anything in terms of WWE or wrestling yet. He kind of just had his heart thing. Then he just stayed away, tried to get healthy, and more power to him. He feels that he's done with his career. He's looking out for himself and his family. Can't blame the man for something like that. So definitely respect him for that. Definitely glad for the years of entertainment Triple H has provided for myself and many others. Was never my favorite wrestler, but can't deny he was one hell of a wrestler. I put him up there as one of the best.
A water bottle, I'm just like tempted to just
Same. David, I know you don't like Triple H, but this isn't the time for that.
David, give us your thoughts on the news items that Dan said.
Tell me how you feel about Zack Sabre Jr.
I still got thoughts from what the other Dan said earlier that I didn't get to, but the Triple H thing. I thought he was already retired.
I know. Everyone did.
Confused about that. I do think it's going to be Cody Rhodes. I think it'll be a good pop. I think I'm assuming. I guess Rollins is losing. I'm very confused about the Stone Cold and Kevin Owens thing. Like, is
what
it
are you confused about?
I don't know if it's a match or if it's a fight.
It's not. It's Kevin Owens is doing his stupid talk show thing. You know how every wrestler has a talk show? He's doing that. He's inviting Austin. And Austin. Right. Supposedly they wanted to have a match, but they told Stone Cold way too late. And he's just like, I haven't wrestled in however many years. I would have liked to have been prepared for an actual match. Right. And Vince is like, take it or leave it. So this is what we're getting.
Yeah, it's kind of disappointing, like, because his Stone Cold's promo was really good. He was like, well, for 19 years, so he's building it in a way where I'm thinking, he's going to put on the boots and the knee braces and the vest, whatever. But now I guess it's going to be a fight, which is kind of disappointing. It's like,
it's gonna. I've said it on the podcast. Music, glass break, go out, maybe shake hands, maybe drink a beer, hit a stunner, have him get up, hit another stunner, drink some beers, hit another stunner, and walk off. And everyone's going to love it. Everyone's going to cheer.
Maybe it's going to be a street fight or something, just like a fight.
Well, technically, it ain't going to be a match. It's going to be a fight. Owens is going to be in there. He's literally going to say something like, come on, let's hurry up and do it. He's literally going to be doing this motion with his hands. Yeah. And then Stone Cold's going to show up, and then he literally is just going to hit a stunner. Maybe he's going to maybe he'll kick Austin. Austin's going to bend over, and then he's going to grab him for the stunner. Austin reverses, hits him with the stunner. It ain't going to be a match. It's literally just going to be a quick, It's just who's hitting the stunner on who. That's all it is.
Maybe it's a match. Maybe it's just, but not like a match. Maybe it's like a fight. Maybe he comes out with the vest and everything, the jean shorts, the pickup truck. What?
I'm assuming he's coming out in the ATV.
That could be.
But yeah. But anyway, that's all I got for the wrestling. Happy about Zack Sabre Jr. Upset that I'm pretty sure he ain't gonna win that title.
Oh, I haven't kept up, and I forgot what he looked like.
Real skinny, scrawny white man.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, if you looked at him, you would not think he's a pro wrestler. He's just a skinny dude. But he could turn anyone into a pretzel.
That's why I think of Sammy Guevara.
He truly is, like, one of the greatest submission wrestlers I've ever seen in my life. No, he's skinnier. Sammy Guevara is, like, toned and built. Like, Zack Sabre Jr., just some dude. Just some skinny dude.
Right.
Does not look like a fighter at all.
Just walked off the street, started wrestling.
That's legit what he looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
But that's all I got for my wrestling news.